Alright, so how about if we put another say here another tuples inside this tuple? So we put a we put a mix, and you guys gonna see this one, and we're gonna put another one here. Say I'm gonna put a Yazdani, for example. I'm gonna put it again, and I'm gonna put a second, which is with a single quote, and I'm gonna put a 6,000.70. Okay, so now we're gonna put our mix, for example, and we're gonna see that's when we have put the second one here, and now it's totally different. And when we put an inquiry, what type is it in Python, we put a type, what is the type of the mix, and the Python says that this is a type tuple because this is an object. So how about if we add one more? For example, if we come here, and you guys can add it here, or you guys can add here, we can add say we put a 500.10, then we can do, for example, Corayo. Okay, so then we can do Joe Biden, for example, Biden, and that's literal string. So now we have three. We have one there, we have one here, and we have one here. So all of them is inside one bracket. As I said to you guys can put a single value here. So all of them is going to be assigned to the mix. Don't worry about this, because the PyCharm is not accepting this one as a, this is the PyCharm thinks this is a typo, as you can see, because the Korai is not in English for some reason. That's what I don't understand. Okay, so it's here, and you guys gonna see that the mix, and we put a type of the mix, and guess what, it's still tuple. See, if Python sees that's a tuple, so you guys can another words, you guys can put a tuple, and you guys can put another tuple inside this tuple. So there's a two tuple now, and you guys can put another tuple inside that tuple. So you guys can put another three tuple inside that tuple, and you guys gonna see that if tuples inside the tuples inside the tuple, and if you guys gonna say another, and you guys gonna see that's all empty tuples. So there's a big joint tuple, then which contains another two tuple, and which contains the first of one of them, another contains three tuples. So it's really good. I'm going a little bit dizzy now, because it's a tuple within tuple within tuple within tuple within tuple, and if it's size I put another, and guess what, I'm still getting tuple. So that's a concept of tuple. As soon as Python come in and gonna detect this one, is gonna say, look, this is tuple. I don't care how many tuple. You guys can make it yourself very dizzy. You guys can put a tuple, giant tuple, put a 10 tuple inside the giant tuple. Then in each ones you guys can put a tuple within tuple within tuple, and the second one you guys put another 10. The third one you guys can put another 20. Then this one you guys gonna put, then start counting, see how many tuples you guys gonna get. And you guys put a comment if you guys get dizzy. How we gonna do the operations? As we've seen with the list and other programming we've done, we can do the operations as well. So you guys can say my first num1, and my num1 is gonna be say tuple, and it's gonna be say I'm gonna put a num1 like that, because that's a convention, and you guys can put a 1 2 3 1 2 and 3. All right, so now you have a num2, and if you guys want to put a 3 4 5, so you're gonna put it 3 or 4 5 and 6. Okay, so now 1 is 1 2 3, and num2 is 4 5 6. So how about if you're gonna come and says num1 plus num2? So we put a number 1 plus num2, and if you guys gonna see the Python, they collected both of them and then put it in one giant tuple. So keep in mind, if you guys gonna put like that, then the Python's gonna put it all in one, because as far as Python's concerned, this is a concatenation. you guys concatenating. You guys not putting anything, but if you guys want to do say multiplication or anything, you guys can come here and you guys can put it. Say if you put a tuple, if you put a num1, if you guys could have multiply say 5, and that's what you guys going to get, because the num1, this 5 is going to come in and it's going to multiply. So 1 2 3 1 1 2 3 3 1 2 3 4, so 1 2 3 4 and 5, you guys are going to see. So it multiplies it 5 times 1, and it's going to be 2, and it's going to be 3, and it's going to be 4, it's going to be 5. So it's multiplied 5 because we have our 3 values here, elements here, and you guys are going to see that multiplied 1 2 3 4, and that's a 5. So it multiplies that by 5. That's what you guys going to get. Alright, so how you guys going to do comparison? So if you guys going to put a num1 to num2, for example, are they equal? And that looks like we have this guy here, typo there, and if you try to fix it, we're going to fix it here. We put a num2 and it says it's false. And if you put a num1 equal to num1, so if you guys want to do it, say it's true, because it is true. So how about if you do greater than or less than? Say if you put a greater than, num1 is greater than num2, because 1 2 3 4 is greater than num2, it says false, because 1 2 3 4 is not greater than say num1 or num2. So how about if we say it's not equal to, that one's not equal to, and that says okay, so it should be num2 here, not a num1, num2, and it says true because it's not equal to. And the first one, it says num1 is not equal to num1, it says false because it's equal to. And it says num1 is equal to num2, and it says true because it's not equal to, because the number 1 is 1 2 3, the number 2 is 1 2 3 3 4 5, sorry, that number 2 is 4 5 6. Alright, so you guys can do your print as well. You guys can use a tuple with print. So if you guys gonna come here and says, for example, any number, you guys want to print the number 1, so we're gonna put a num1, for example, and you guys gonna see 1 2 3. And there is another way, if you guys want to print a tuple, any tuple, you guys can put a say num1, and it's gonna say that's printed the same ones. This one's very useful, this print, if you guys working on full scale here, if you guys doing your script, if you guys want to put the big giant Python program you guys creating, and you guys gonna put this one, because this one's only with this one, because with the console. But if you guys want really in programming, you guys need to use print. Print is very useful, and we can print any of these values here. We can print, say for example here, and we're going to come here and we're going to say print, and we're going to say year, and you guys are going to see that Python printed our year is from January all the way there. So, and the same you guys can use print for these guys here. So we have number 1 and number 2. You guys can do the same ones inside the print. If you bring your print here and it says num1, and you can do the number 2, for example, you guys gonna print, and you guys gonna see the num1 2 3 4 5, and that's exactly like that. So you can use your print in here. So how about if you guys gonna do your indexing, for example, if you come here and if you put your index here, for example, okay, so we want the say number, the position of say 4. What is the position of 4? And okay, so we have to put it into parentheses, so then we can put it together. So num1 plus num2, we have to put another parenthesis here. We can do num1, and we can do num2, and you guys can put your position here. Make sure you guys rep, that is a parentheses. We're going to do say 0 1 2 3 4, for example, position 4 or 5. Maybe we can do go in position 5, and that's 6, because 0 1 2 3 4 5, that's 6. So how about if you guys know that we're gonna slice it, and that's a brief slicing. I'm gonna show you guys if you guys want about from position 1 to position 3. So if you come here, it says position 0 1 2 3 4 5. So if you put it position 1, it's gonna be 2, and 3 is gonna be 3. So 1 2 and 3, the fourth one is 3. So if you're gonna put it here, and you guys gonna see that's a position 1 and 3. I was right, yeah. So 0 1 2, and you can see the position 3. So that's a slicing. You can do that more. You can do from say position 1 to position 5, for example. You guys can do your slicing, and you guys gonna see that's from 1 2 3 4 5. You can do the other way around. You can come here and remove this one, and you're gonna see, and it's gonna be all the way, because if you remove this one from here, it means the Python is gonna say, all right, you don't have the starting, but you have the finish. This is the finish, and it's gonna print for you all the way here. This is a very, very important if you guys learning Python for machine learning and artificial intelligence, because in artificial intelligence you guys gonna use this a lot, and I'm gonna tell you, you guys gonna use it with a lot with NumPy packages, with other mathematics. You guys gonna do a lot for your visualization, for your plotting. And once we finish Python, we're going to go on the machine learning, and you guys going to see this one. Slicing is very, very important, because with the slicing you guys going to find the list of the customers, how many customers wants this car and how many customers wants it. Because once we're going to do analysis of algorithms, our customer survey, then you guys going to use this slicing. You guys going to find it very, very useful, and you're going to find it very, very important. So I'll go ahead. Before, I'll go to write a small program here, and I'm going to show you. But before that, I'm going to go again and repeat that we so far we have created the empty. This is an empty tuple, and if you guys going to put a type empty, and it's going to tell you tuple. This is the type of say literal string. You guys can put the type of the literal string here. You guys going to see the type of literal string. That's the type of the numerics, our integer. And you guys going to see we have printed that one, and here we have printed without the parentheses all our strings here, and you guys going to see, and we tested if the size tuple is a tuple. Here we mix it together, and you guys going to see that we have seen all this mixed together, and you guys going to see this still tuple here. So here we have put a tuple within tuple within tuple, and you guys gonna see, and I hope you guys not getting dizzy. So that's tuple within tuple. There is a joint tuple. There is another 3 tuples inside it. Sorry, there is 2, and the second one's got a 3 tuples more inside it. You guys can increase the number if you want. So that's how we're gonna interpret. If someone's asked you what sort of tuple, you're gonna say 1, you're gonna say 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 item tuple. And if you guys gonna see 1 2 3 4 item tuple, if you guys gonna see, if someone asks you what sort of tuple is this, how many items, you guys can item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, and you guys gonna see there is another tuple inside there. So 4 item and another tuple. And very important, this is called nested tuples. So keep in mind, this is called tuple within tuple, is called nested. And as I said, you guys gonna, this is say tuple, and you guys gonna put it here. So there's a number, and you guys gonna put another one. This is called nested tuple. And you guys gonna see here the indexing, how we gonna do, how we done indexing. Keep in mind that's indexing, and this is called slicing. So here we find the index, the position, the index number of 0 1 2 3 4 5, which is 6, and here we have slided from 1, start from 1, But start from 1 but not included, and that position of 3 but not including 3, so it's from 1 to 3. And keep in mind, if we have put a 0, and that's position 1 and 2 but not the position 3, so you guys gonna see is 2, 3 but not 4, because the 4 is the position 3. If I tell you what is this, that's concatenation. You guys concatenate the two tuples. So the print 1, the num1, we have done our comparison here, and we have concatenated here the second one, this guy here. So the tuple 1 is not a plus, as I said to you guys before. This is called concatenation. You guys concatenate the two tuples